Morning, welcome everyone. Day two of Diversity Cup, coming live from Bloomer Park in Rochester Hills, Michigan. First delivery could be a chance, going over the fielder. Could have been a chance in the very first delivery. The fielder misread the flight of the ball and missed it altogether. Fielder at mid-off. So if the car gets a reprieve for of the first delivery, but might have departed if that catch was taken. So day two of the Diversity Cup. USA Blues playing against the Bangladesh Tigers. This one's timed better over mid-wicket. That's a huge six. Iftikhar Hussain deposits that over the mid-wicket boundary for a huge six. This one was bowled into the pads. Gotta make use of the chances. The shortened format. Had a chance in the very first delivery. Dropped at mid-off. Left alone this time. So both these teams not getting off to a great start in their first league games. Both of them coming into this game from losses from yesterday. This one's coming towards us, beats everyone. Might be signaled bias. Keeper standing up to the new ball. Getting a little bit of movement, Shesha. That one missed everyone and it's signaled bias. Very good behind the stumps, usually Ryan Muhammad, local talent from Michigan. Off to a great start, 14 for no loss in the first over. Seems like a little bit of moisture in the outfield. I see some players carrying towels. Was a little bit of rain last night. But Iftikhar getting a 6 and a 4. Almost lost his wicket in the very first delivery. Fielder misjudging the catch at mid-off. Seems like they will start with off spinner in the second over. Puneet. Both these teams possess a lot of great local talent from Michigan. This could be another chance for mid-off. Takes it out this time. Made no mistake this time around. Tauhidul dismissed in his very first delivery. Puneet picks up a wicket in his very first delivery. Bowled wide of off stump. Had a fielder on the boundary. A long off. Fielder makes no mistake this time around. Bangladesh Tigers lose their first wicket. Puneet picks up a wicket in his very first delivery. Effective change by the captain Ryan. Sticking with the spinner with the new ball. Great thinking captain, Mr. Ryan. He's got a lot of titles under his belt from the local leagues. Lighted delivery, full toss, put away, goes past the boundary in the offside for 4 runs. Might be slippery here, the ball. Over pitching it, try to flight it, but gifted it as a full toss. Batsman making full use. Masood gets a 4 off his very first delivery. Left alone this time around. Bowled flatter this time. Slow bowled again. Defended on the front foot. Flighted. Beats everyone. It's bowling that wideish line. Definitely a plan they might have worked on for the batsman Iftikhar. Not bowling anywhere close to him, very wide. This one was flatter. Was pulled away. That'll be another 4. That was bowled at a faster pace. Went in with the arm. But if they're looking in good touch, this time carved over the square leg fielder for another boundary. So that takes the score to 23 after 2 overs. Off to a great start to the Tigers. Shesha into his second over. A lofted drive to mid on. Does well the fielder. No runs there. Might be in trouble here, the bowler. Been playing games continuously. These players played a game last night, and they have to play two more games today. So always tough on your body. This one's edged away, coming towards the third man boundary for 4 runs. A lucky boundary there for Masood. A slip there would have taken it easily, but a little bit of a change in plan looks like now. Ryan, who was standing up, now going back to his conventional position. He's getting a lot of swing. That could be one of the reasons. Big appeal. Even not out. I think they definitely have a plan here. Both the spinner as well as the medium pacer have both been bowling well outside off stump. They have a sweeper out in the offside on the cover boundary and deep mid off. They picked up a wicket with that strategy. The opener holding off at long off. So definitely might have discussed some strategies here. Struggling here, the bowler might have done something to his hamstring. Struggling. Not a good sign. Seem to be in a good rhythm. Seems like he is going off. Could be a big blow for the USA Blues. Never a good sign to see a player walk off the field. Well, we hope he recovers soon. It's been very humid also, the conditions. Always drains out the players. There's been some rain in the air also, so that adds to the humidity and never easy to play, especially back-to-back games in these conditions. So there will be another bowler to complete the over. Two more balls. Once ball shot, pulled away. towards mid wicket for 4 runs. Seems to be a part timer, this bowler. Final ball to go, this third over. Off to a great start after losing the opener for 0. Iftikhar has been doing most of the scoring. Masood joining him though. Finishes off that 2 balls remaining in the third over. Tigers are 31 for 1 after 3. Umair is the new bowler, left arm spinner. Making constant changes here, Ryan. They won the toss and put the Tigers into bat. So seems like they have some strategy in place. He's far away between the fielders at third man and point. In the gap. They take 2 more runs. Umair Azim, another local talent, left arm spinner, left alone. Ifti playing a very mature inning so far. We've seen yesterday he hit a 6 and then threw away right next delivery. This one's hit over covers, beautifully timed. This will be another 4. Was overpitched wide of off stump. Beautifully put away. Going great, Ifti in the power play. Now moves on to 20 runs. Faced only 10 deliveries so far. Goes in the same direction. Fielder giving a chase. Cuts it just before the boundary. They take 2 more runs. Keep bowling that wide of off line. So once open the face towards the backward point. Decent bit of fielding. 1 more run added. 9 runs off this over so far, turning out to be a great over. Masood now on strike. This could be a close call. Big appeal. Given out. Takes his time there, the umpire. Gave a long thought and adjudged it to be out. They lose another wicket. The Tigers. Tried to sweep the ball, missed the line. That seemed very close, but let's see if we can find more details on the replay. Umpire takes a very long time. Ryan there pleading the umpire. It seemed really close. From where we are sitting, it looked plumb, but umpire took his time. But in the end, seems like made the right decision. So chip away with the wickets. The USA Blues conceded 40 runs in 4 overs, but also picked up 2 crucial wickets. Danger man Iftikhar still at the crease though, batting on 23. Puneet picks up the ball for his second over. Already picked up a wicket in his first over. Try to give him a charge. Will be interesting to see this contest. Iftikhar is definitely trying to dominate the bowler. This is where he has to show calm and maturity. Pulled away, was bowled a bit short. I believe the bowler was trying to outsmart the batsman. The very first delivery tried to run down the track, so the bowler made it a little short. It gave Iftikhar a chance to free his arms and hold the ball. Get one more run. Ali is the new man in. Ali Imran. Facing his first delivery. 2 deep fielders are mid-wicket and mid-off. Would expect a straightish line, the kind of field he's got. It's a piece of bowling. Nice piece of fielding to cut the single. Fielder putting in a dive to stop that. It's beautifully bowled. Tight lines and lengths by Puneet. Showing all his experience and class. Goes big. Goes down the ground. Goes for a 6. Pressure of 3 dot balls showing on the batsman. Try to break the shackles and is successful in hitting down the ground for a big 6. That releases the pressure build up in that over. Had only conceded one run in the five deliveries, but concedes a six in the last ball. So Ali Imran gets off the mark with that six down the ground. 5 overs done. It's 47 for 2. Iftikhar now back on strike. Crucial that he anchors this innings. Always scores runs at a fast pace. He's gonna stay around for another 7 or 8 overs. Tigers would look for a score north of 160 or 170. Anything over 160 is a really great total on this ground. Yesterday, the two games, both the teams batting first, we've seen they only scored 120 odd runs. This one's cut away, running towards the boundary. Just pulled away before the boundary. Take 2 more runs. Yeah, we've seen both the teams scoring 127 yesterday. Identical 127 in both the games. This one's hit beautifully. Could be a chance. Fielder does really well to stop that six. Was flying over the boundary, but managed to pull that into the field and stop or save at least 4 runs. Oh, this could be close. We appeal. Just sliced away, could be a chance. Lucky the batsman falls in no man's land. Try to go inside out. Hitting nowhere near the middle of his bat. Falling short of all the fielders. To get another single. This one's pulled away. Passes the boundary. 4 more runs. Iftikhar pulled that. Got the middle. 4 more runs to the big man. Moves on to 33 now. And that ends the power play. 6 overs done. 57 for the loss of 2 wickets. So power play is now done. Field is spread. Sajid Sheikh, new bowler, leg spinner. Starts off well. Always tough for a leg spinner to get his line and length right in his first over. Sajid seems to find big uphill. I think it's a pad first. Seem to be high from where we are sitting. Sajid starts off well, 2 dots in his first 2 deliveries. Lighted could be a chance. Just falls short of the fielder. The fielding team not happy. Think the fielder should have done better at third man. He's come in a little bit now off the circle. This is driven down the ground for a single. Field now spread out now that the power play is done. Got 5 fielders outside. Conventional field, deep mid wicket. Square leg, deep square leg, long on, long off, and sweeper cover. This will be an interesting contest. Huge hit. Picks that full toss. Goes over the mid-wicket fielder. This was a big six. This was timed really well. Looks in really good touch. Ifti. That hit was at least 75 meters. Was a big hit. Bowls flatter. Had given flight when he bowled a full toss and it was put away. End of 7 overs, it's 64 for 2. Replay of that big six that Iftikhar hit in the last over. That kept going. Iftikhar is the key. Now moves on to 39. We all know how destructive he can be once he's got his eye in. Umair will bowl his third over. Sajid only conceding 1 run before that 6. Tried to flight it, but full toss turned into a full toss, which was treated by Iftikhar. This could be a chance over the fielder at mid wicket. Iftikhar will be now on strike. Will he keep his calm? He is going to put those bad balls away, but he's going to respect the better balls. No, he has other ideas. That will go over the fence once again. Another six. Moves on to 45 now. Looks in great nick. That one was picked off from outside off stump over the wide long arm. Responds by bowling flat. Goes towards long on. Fielder gets a hand, but makes a jumping effort, but goes over the fence. Seems like for another six. Good effort, but that's another six. Dealing only in sixes if they car. This time it was swept away. That brings up Iftekhar's half century. Iftekhar is giving us no time. Series of sixes that over, two sixes, 15 runs of it. Score moves on to 79 for 2 after 8 overs. It's a quick fire half century. Ifty got a chance in his very first delivery. Fielder at mid off, not judging the catch, but made use of it. Has not looked back since. Sajid will continue. I feel it's going to be a great contest, Sajid against Iftekhar. Full flatter. Over covers. They only take a single. Now this is an interesting contest. Iftekhar against Sajid. Something interesting is gonna happen here. Goes down the ground. One bounce to the fielder at long off for single. Ali has to be sensible. If the guy is doing all the damage, should quietly give him the strike, but he decides against it. Try to go downtown for a big hit. Loses his wicket. Not great batting there. Had to be more sensible. Iftikhar has been doing all the big hitting. Had to just turn the strike over. Dismissed. Yeah, they were going great guns, the Tigers. Had to show more maturity, the batsman, that instance. If the car was going all great guns, all you do as a non-striker is just take the strike over. So 81 for 3, we are in the ninth over. If the car will now be on strike. He holds the key. He has to anchor this innings now. Has scored bulk of the runs for the Tigers so far. Shams is the new batsman in at the non-strikers end. Sajid picking up his first wicket of the game. He's bowled well. Only bowled one bad delivery, a full toss, which was hit away for a six. Other than that, he's only conceded 3 runs of the rest of his deliveries. He's into his second over, almost through with his second over. But this is a great contest. Ifti against Sajid. Will be very interesting to see how Ifti approaches the innings from now on. Same field. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper cover. Will Ifti go for a big one here? Struck down the ground. Calling for 2. Great running. Great response from the non-striker. Called for 2 right away as soon as he hit it. Make it easily. Going down the track. Misses everything. It's 83 for 3 after 9 overs. Ifti still holds the key. Great over from Sajid though. Conceded just 4 runs. Was coming on back of a huge over from the last over, but held his nerve. Got the crucial wicket. Change in bowling, I believe. Medium pacer. Atiq will start a new spell. Shams will face his first delivery. It's a cutaway towards the point region. Great running that. Take 2 runs. This one's too wide. Yes and no. Confusion. If he's hungry for the strike. This one's flicked away. It's nice running. Didn't seem like there were 2 runs, but the batsmen were on it. Called for it right away. Too easy. This one's driven towards covers. Calls for two. It's played towards the cover region. And that'll be easy too. And ends the 10 overs. Will be a drinks break at the 10 over mark. 92 for 3 after 10 overs. Look at the score sheet for Bangladesh Tigers. Iftikhar Hussain has been the man in charge for batting so far. 58 of just 29. None of the batsmen giving him support. Going at 9.2 runs per over. Just got information that this will be an 18-over game. Could be a chance. Decent bit of fielding at fine leg to stop that from going to the boundary. Put in a dive to stop the ball passing the inner field. So we've got 3 games here in Bloomer Park back to back. So we've seen sunset at around 8:30-ish during the past few weeks. So with that in mind, the organizers have cut down each game to 18 overs. So all the 3 games here at Bloomer Park will be 18 overs each inning. So that means the Tigers have 8 more overs to go. This has been a good effort so far. 93 for 3 in the first 10 after losing that early wicket. Mansab is the new bowler. Another medium pacer. Was a good Yorker thrown over to Shams. Eight more overs. I think if the stays for another 4 to 5 overs, they're looking at a really big score. Hit over covers, running towards the boundary. A fielder comes around to keep it down to 2 runs. Wonderful fielding at mid-wicket. Hustling towards the ball. Diving effort to stop it. Straight to the same fielder once again. There was no run there. Striker wanted to get off strike. A direct hit would have been trouble for him. But he's eager to get off the mark, looks like. Has faced 2 dot balls now. Goes in the same direction, this time to square leg. Manages to take the strike over. That ends the 11th over, 96 for 3. With the final 7 overs to go. As we've mentioned before, this will be an 18-over game. All the games here at Bloomer Park, we've got 3 back-to-back games. They will all be 18 overs innings each. compensate for the early sunset we're having. If the car will now be on strike, hasn't got a lot of strike in the past few deliveries. Has to bat along, play a long one here. It's dug through for a single in the offside. That's sensible batting. He is gonna put the bat ball away if the car, as long as he stays driven away on the offside. Another single. Three singles in three balls so far. This is a big test for Iftikhar's temperament. Really interested to see how he approaches the innings from here. That's a could be a tight single. Puts a dive in the non-striker. Great piece of running. Dived in to make sure he made his ground. And equally good running from Iftikhar. He's been playing since the first over. He opened the innings and still taking those quick twos. Very mature batting so far from Iftikhar. Kicking away at those ones and twos. If there's a loose ball, we all know he's going to deposit it over the fence. Chipped towards long off for another single. No risk taken. They've already got 6 runs in this over already with a ball to go. Change of gloves for the batsman. Probably after that dive. Ball down the leg side. Fielder giving a chase. 2 more runs. That's 8 runs off the 12th over. 104 for 3. Iftikhar and Shams doing great for the Tigers. Bowling team will always have to do some kind of thinking as long as Ifti is out there. Very crucial he stays along and bats through these innings. has looked very comfortable with the car. He will now be on strike. Some pause in the innings. Few players getting some medical attention. Looks like been a lot of injuries in this inning so far. Believe also there's a change in the ball. It's been very moist this morning. The outfield being wet after the rain last night. Ball gets soft and generally goes out of shape when dealt with in wet conditions. So they are now replaced it with a hard ball. Generally, the number of overs that it's been used before. So the bowlers are going to get some extra bounce with the hard ball, but it's also going to travel fast when middled. Ball too wide. This one's cut away, played in the gap. 2 additional runs. Excellent batting by Ifti. Always had the skill, but in this innings showing he can play long. Great temperament shown. Carrying the bat through so far. This could be a chance. It's a brilliant catch by the captain, Mr. Ryan, running backwards. Takes a brilliant catch. We were just saying if the car was showing maturity, but had to take some brilliance to this man. Bold wider gets an edge, but Ryan running backwards takes a brilliant catch. Wonderful piece of fielding, but that ends a great knock by Iftikhar. Scores a great half century, getting a big applause from his team as he departs the field. So Mansab gets the breakthrough for the USA Blues. Big relief for the Blues seeing Ifti depart. Nazir will be the new man in. Ryan, generally a keeper, did keep in the first part of this innings, but moving out to the outfield, a great shot by Shams, goes past the boundary. Will be 4 more runs. Brilliant batting, following up after that wicket of 50. Showing the USA Blues that he is also here to bat, continuing the great run that Ifti had shown. A brilliant delivery. Beaten all ends up the batsman. That seemed like it hit the seam and nipped away. Brilliant piece of bowling. Coming back after conceding that boundary. Driven away this time. Be comfortable too. Could be a chance. A brilliant catch. Catching has been good. Diving effort from the fielder at the third man boundary. Ran in, makes a dive. Another brilliant catch there in the outfield. The USA Blues making a comeback through their fielding. Mansab picking 2 wickets in that over. 5 down now. The Tigers. Brilliant catching that. Simply brilliant. Never easy diving forward. Ball dipping away from you. Always went for the catch in that instance. That brings in Rahat. 2 new batsmen in the crease now. None of them has faced a delivery so far. So this is why one of them, one of Ifti or Shams, had to carry through. But nonetheless, they are in a good position. 113 for 5 with 5 more overs to go. They would need at least another 40 to 50 runs, I would say. Sajid now back in the attack. Has bowled 2 overs and conceded 11 runs with a wicket. That's 2 darts in a row. Three dots in a row now. Batsman trying to cut that ball in all the three instances, but beaten. This time gets a contact. A run through for a single. Brilliant over so far from Sajid. Just one run in the four deliveries. Could be a tight single. That's given out. Direct hit from the fielder at point. Fielding. Fielding is bringing them back in the game. Two brilliant catches. And now a run out. Direct hit from the fielder at point. Excellent piece of fielding. Was a tight single, but only a direct hit would have gotten the man. He had only one stump to aim from the point region. Managed to hit it. They lose another wicket, the Tigers. Brilliant fielding as we see in the replay. Took the stump off with that effort. Puneet was the fielder that instance. So we take a look at the replay one more time. Brilliant piece of fielding. $115 for 6 now in 14 with 4 overs to go. As we've already notified, this will be an 18-over game. This one's hit in the offside. Pick 2 runs. Ashraful Islam and Nazir are the 2 batsmen in the crease. This could be a chance. Coming underneath the fielder. This was a fairly easy chance and he takes it comfortably. Losing wickets in clusters here, the Tigers. They've lost, I believe, 5 wickets in the space of about 2 overs. One of the 2 batsmen that were set, Ifti and Shams, had to take the responsibility till the end. But it's been brilliant fielding that's brought the USA Blues back in the game. Great catch running backwards by Ryan to dismiss Iftikhar. Then brilliant catch at third man, diving forward to dismiss Shams, followed by a brilliant run out from the point region. Direct hit at the striker's end, and then a loose dismissal caught at long off. 4 wickets lost in the space of 2 overs, less than 2 overs, I think. We were constantly commenting on one of the players playing long and taking through the innings. That's the maturity that the players need to show, the temperament they need to build on to go to that next level. It's bowled down the leg side, signal wide. They were on course to score over 160 in their 18 overs. But now I think they would settle with 145 at this moment. I think even over 140 looks really difficult at this stage. That ends the 15th over. We're at 118 for 7. Game has turned in the blink of an eye. Sajid will bowl the 16th over. First ball, ball too short, cut away for 2 runs. Sajid has to take some credit for that run out in the previous over. Kept bowling that tight line, kept bowling those dots. They needed a single, they had to force a single. And a brilliant piece of fielding by Puneet from the point region to get that run out. Now seem to be on top now. The USA Blues fielders charging in, spring in their step. Great comeback. Very well flighted, wide of off-stump delivery. Giving nice loop. This one's ball flatter. Try for 2 runs, but good fielding in the deep cuts it down to just 1. Nice fielding in the boundary region to cut it down to just 2 runs. Puneet again in the action after that run out, diving to make the save. 123 for 7 with one ball to go in the 16th over. Once bowled flat. Batsman drilling it down past the bowler. That'll end the 16th over, 124 for 7. And also Sajid spell 19 runs and a wicket in his 4 overs. Batsman Zakaria now on strike. Also a realtor. Ansab will bowl the 17th over. That's in the air, a chance for the fielder. Takes a good catch at mid wicket. Another batsman falling. Losing a lot of wickets here. The Tigers. Ashraful Islam dismissed. Believe the captain Gulam is the new batsman in. Cannot afford to lose all their wickets in the allocated 18 overs. This one's driven away in the offside. Zakaria driving that over covers for 2 runs. This one's hit towards the third man fielder. They take 2 more runs. Not happy with the effort at third man, the bowler. Thinks it had to be cut down to a single, but a good piece of running. They took off for 2 runs right from the beginning. Made it with ease. This one's hit again towards the cover region. That's 2 more runs to the total. This is more sensible batting from the Tigers. Need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Runs don't come in 4s and 6s It might as well come in the form of ones and twos. Seems like the score was stuck at 118, but in no time, now we're at 130. So 8 more balls to go. This first game, USA Blues against Bangladesh Tigers, will be an 18-over game. We'll have 3 back-to-back games here at Bloomer Park, and all the games will be 18 overs each. There's also some rain expected in the afternoon. Will only stay on for a couple of hours according to the forecast. We hope the rain stays away. Already seen some cloud buildup. Really hope the rain stays away. Some exciting matchups coming up in the next few games. American Cricket Network will also be covering the next game. We're also covering games from other parks. So please go on to YouTube, search for American Cricket Network to follow all the live games from across the fields in Michigan. This one is hit down the ground, dropped by the fielder. This was another chance. A rare piece of bad fielding from the USA Blues. They've been brilliant in the field, but the fielder at long on missing that catch. So they will take another single with that drop catch. Trying for two. That's given out. Nice throw from the fielder at deep covers. Had to go for a couple. But that ends Zakaria's innings. Great fielding from the fielder at the deep cover region. Nice one bounce throw to the bowler for another run out. Another look. I believe Vijay was the fielder in the deep. So one more over to go. This first game, Bangladesh Tigers against the USA Blues. Iftikhar giving them a great beginning. Scored 60 odd runs. Had a great partnership. They were on course to score over 160, but then lost wickets. Believe they lost 6 wickets in the span of about 3 or 4 overs. Brought the USA Blues back in the game. 133 for 9 now. 5 more deliveries to go. Captain Gulam on strike. They will have to play out their full quota of 18 overs. 7 more runs from here on will get them to 140. Ball too wide. Play out the full quota, you will get free runs. Never can miss out on these kind of extras. Down the ground. One run. Left-hander Imbrul on strike now. Facing Atik. Final 4 deliveries in this first innings. Brilliantly played. Scooped. Brilliant shot that. Great skill shown by the batsman, the left-hander. Scoops it over the fine leg fielder for a boundary. Anticipating that fuller length, was ready for it. Some changes in field after that stroke. Now they have a deep fine leg and a deep third man. That hit towards the point region now. Not reaching the boundary. Just stops before reaching the boundary. So they take 2 more runs. That takes them past 140. They take 3 runs, in fact. Great piece of running. So final 2 balls to go. Getting some valuable runs in the last over. Imbrul and Gulam. Tries the scoop but loses his leg stump. They're bowled out for 142 with 1 ball to spare. Gulam tried to replicate what Imbrul did previously in the over, hit over the fine leg, but they get to a respectable total 142 in 17.5 overs. Remember, this is only an 18 over game, so it's I would say it's a pretty good total on this wicket, but they were well on course to get a bigger total when Ifti and Shams were batting. Let's look at the batting sheet for the Tigers. Iftikhar Hussain has been the man with the bat for the Tigers, scoring 65 of just 35. The opener Tawheedul dismissed early. Masood getting off to a start, getting 12 runs, but losing his wicket. Ali Imran also same story, but Shams and Iftikhar, they were doing the bulk of scoring, but a brilliant piece of fielding, great catches of Ifti and Shams taken, and then a run out, Rahat dismissed. That brought back the USA Blues in the game, but they end up with a decent total though, 142. Zakaria, Imro doing some bit of scoring towards the end to get them to 142. So dismissed for 142 in 17.5 overs. Remember, it's only an 18 over game, so they would need about 8 runs per over, the USA Blues. Look at the bowling stats. Mansab Butt picking up 3 wickets, but Shesha and Puneet starting off with the new ball. Shesha had to walk off after he injured his hamstrings. But Sajid has been good, getting those dot balls in, creating pressure in the middle. Made them go for those big strokes and created pressure all the way. I think Mansab had to thank Sajid. They were bowling in spells. Sajid bowling dot balls, I believe, helped Mansab get his 3 wickets. But in all, look at the fall of wickets. As you can see, they were reeling at 40 for 2, but then managed to build partnerships for the third and fourth wickets. But in the middle there, from 107 for 3 to 117 for 7 and 124 for 8, that's where the collapse started. But in the end, get it to a decent total. So we will be back for the chase in about 5 minutes time. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you. come back to the chase. USA Blues chasing 143. Israr and Mufadil, the two openers for the Blues. Tigers, like we've seen yesterday, it's just pulled away. Will be a 6 to start off the proceedings. Israr waited for the short delivery, pulled it away over square leg for 6 runs. Bangladesh Tigers, their strength has been spin. Against USA Whites, they were bowling almost all spin throughout their innings. That's well run. Start is really important. Israr is another attacking batsman. Along with Mufadil. Good feeling at fine leg to cut that down to only 1 run. He's getting the ball to drift into the right-hander. From where I'm sitting right behind the keeper, I can clearly see ball drifting in. Brilliant catch that. Diving to the front. It's a breakthrough for the Tigers in the very first over. Brilliant catch to dismiss Israr. Never easy diving forward. They get an early breakthrough. The Tigers. Israr dismissed early. Ali is a new man in. So end of a successful first over. Picks up a wicket, 8 for 1. Israr scored 6 towards the square leg, but driven in the air, caught brilliantly at mid-off. Could be another chance. This one just fell short of the fielder. The same fielder was moved to a deep mid-off position. No runs there. Pulled away by Ali to get off the mark. And the second over, just 2 runs off that. 10 for 1 after 2 overs. Still getting a lot of drift here, the bowler. Can see from that other angle that getting a drift into the batsman, the left armer, Imro. Probably going down the leg with that drift and the angle. Bowling well. Trying to go over mid-wicket. That's bowled short this time. That's end of third over. Another great over. Just 3 off it. 13 for 1. Great start for the Tigers. Rahat will face his ball is second over. Pulled away. That stopped right before the boundary, so they take 2 runs. A well-timed shot by Ali. Pull that. Failed to reach the boundary. Fell behind the bowler, was in the air. Ali gets another run. Pulled away. Two more runs. Been getting runs in that square leg area. Have bowled a bit short. Bowled into the batsman. Great delivery that. Another shot of good length delivery, but this time the line was more on the off stump. Tried to pull that away, but ended up defending it. Fadil. Only 1 run in that instance. Went to the fielder at deep mid wicket, runs in to only keep it down to 1 run. This one's hit well. The big hit, 6 over mid wicket. Getting a move on. USA Blues. Ali timing that brilliantly. Goes over mid wicket. 6 runs. That's the first boundary of the USA Blues innings. That was a big over. 12 runs off that. Bowling tight lines, the Tigers, just before this over, but this one proved to be a costly one. Change in bowling. Tawhidul is the new bowler, off spinner, bowling over the wickets. 2 dots to start that over. Still in the power play. Mid wicket and long on, guarding the boundary. Goes in between the fielders at mid wicket and long on. Perfectly placed. So they get 2 runs. He wants to change his bat, Mufadil. Turning in his hands, that one got the right placement, but don't think he got it in the middle of the bat. Wants to change his willow. Demanding a wide, not given. Umpire thinks it flicked his shirt on the way to the keeper. Straight to the fielder at mid wicket. Nice bowling by Tawhidul so far in this over. This could be a chance. Fielder runs in, misjudges it, but goes over him. Signals 6 runs there. Yeah, he ran in. I believe maybe would have been a chance if he stayed on the fence. But nonetheless, 6 runs to end that over. 6 runs in the final 2 deliveries of the last 2 overs. Final deliveries of the last 2 overs. So they've been bowling good throughout the over, but conceding boundary on the last ball, releasing all the pressure. So that ends the power play. Only a 5-over power play since it's only an 18-over game. 33 for 1 after 5 overs. The field can now be spread out. Can have up to 5 fielders outside the circle. Have Square leg mid wicket, long on, long off, and cover sweeper. Gulam is the new bowler in the attack. The captain. Hit well over the mid wicket fielder for a six. Ali moving along. Two sixes now for Ali in the last two deliveries. That was hit over the cow corner. Timed it beautifully. Moves on to 18 with that six. Yeah, this is more like it. They've been scoring sixes, but haven't got those singles. Playing a lot of dot balls, but this is much better. Got a six and then got off strike right away. This is hit straight to the fielder mid wicket. Hit to the lone fielder on the leg side. There's only one fielder in the circle on the leg side, the mid wicket fielder. Hit down the ground to long on. One more run at it. The required run rate is just over 7 runs, so they could do it with singles. Just cut away towards the offside. Yeah, singles would do it for them. One big partnership and taking singles along. They will get that odd boundary here and there. So need to play sensible, I believe, these two batsmen. Hit down the ground. Another single. Got the six in the very first delivery and then got four singles after that. So that takes 10 runs from the over, which is way more than what is required. So it's 43 for 1 after 6 overs. Really important to pick up wickets, the Tigers. I think wickets are key in this game. Just about 7 runs required per over. Cut away. Get 2 more runs. That away again. It's a sensible batting. Still only about 7 runs required, so doing it in singles now. The big shot down the ground. Umpire signaling it as a 6. Fielder jumping there to keep the ball inside the boundary. Some discussion there about being that adjudged as 6. Captain not agreeing to the umpire's decision, looks like. Let's see if we can find that on the replay. Yeah, he was clearly outside the signs there. That did seem like a 6. So the right decision made by the umpire. This one's hit over covers. A boundary to back that 6 in the last delivery. So 6 and 4. Masood going for a lot of runs here. That's very sensible. Brilliant over that for the USA Blues. 13 runs off that over. Got a 6 and a 4. 56 for 1 after 7 overs. Blues look in complete control. Going at around 8 runs per over now. Imrul is the new bowler. He's been the wicket taker so far. The left armer. Just wide of the fielder at mid wicket. They scramble through for a quick single. Imrul was getting some drift with that new ball. I think the Tigers understand that wickets will keep them in the game. It's very well played. Played in the gap. Picks up 2 runs. Very sensible batting. Ali. So it's timed beautifully. That is gone. That sounded sweet as soon as he hit it. As soon as he hit it, he knew that was going for a 6. That one also is a big 6. In the slot, swept away over the mid-wicket region. Ali has moved on to 38 now. Brilliant batting. Playing percentage cricket here. Putting the ball in the slot away for a big hit. That's brilliant. Brilliant piece of batting. That's class and maturity for you. Playing percentages. Hit that 1-6 and just taking over for singles and doubles. So 10 runs off it so far with a ball to go. Risk-free cricket. Very sensible cricket. Very smart batting. Played down the ground. Moves the scoreboard along. 67 for 1 after 8 overs. Some instructions going in for the bowling team. Seems like a bit of panic here. Several people running into the field to give them some kind of inputs. But, slowly drifting away this game from the Tigers. They would need a quick 2 wickets. Bring them back in the game. The batting team, on the other hand, looks relaxed. The captain, Mr. Ryan, coming in to give some tips to his batsmen. Ali has been good with the bat. Sensible cricket. Scoring a boundary and over. Just ticking along. Very sensible stuff from both the batsmen. They did lose that early wicket. Ali coming in 1 down. Shown great determination. New bowler. Shahan. One run there. Shahan brought in. New bowler in the spell into the attack. They will really hope for a quick wicket here. That too of Ali. Very sensible batting by Ali. Now moves on to 40 with that single. Could be a chance. Coming down to third man. Was a thick outside edge through to the fielder at deep third man. It's straight to cover some misfield, but no harm done. No runs taken. That's a dot ball. Dot balls will do trick for the Tigers. But that's ball short this instance. Runs away to the boundary. Every time there's a dot ball, Ali follows it up with a boundary. Never let the pressure build for the USA Blues. He's not throwing his bat also, only playing for the merit of the ball. Saw the ball fall short, was ready on the back foot, pulled it away towards the mid wicket for a boundary. That makes the fielding team make some changes in the field. Now there's a mid wicket. But Ali sensible. Again playing on the merit of the ball. Was there to drive. Beautifully driven towards the cover region for a single. So that will keep up their required run rate. They got 8 runs off that over. 75 for 1 after 9. Love the way the batsman approaching this chase. Getting a boundary and over. That too only going after the balls that are meant to be hit. Great skill and temperament shown by the batsman. Plenty of changes in the bowling. They had good luck or made opportunities with their spinners. Their last game against the USA Whites. But now we see different set of bowlers in the attack. Hit to the fielder at deep mid wicket for 1 run. Hit down the ground. Fielded well there. Two fielders combining to stop that ball from passing over the fence. They only get 1 run there. Short ball pulled away again to the fielder at mid wicket. Ali has been really good with the pull shot today. Started off his innings pulling a couple towards the square leg region. Pulled away again, this time over the fence. 6 runs. Mufaddil now joins the party along with Ali. There's that boundary they need in the over. 9 runs so far. Again, they're only picking the balls that are there to be hit. This one was bowled short. It doesn't have the pace to bowl short. It just sits up for the batsman to freely swing his arms. That one was middled and sailed past the mid-wicket fence. That's much better. Has to bowl full. Doesn't have the pace, this bowler. Got a field spread out to bowl full. Believe they have to focus on bowling those dots. That's the 10th over done. 11 runs off that. Nasir also not able to control the flow of runs. They will probably take a break here. I think it's up to the fielding team to decide if they want to take a break. I believe they should, for the sake of stopping this flow of runs for USA Blues. Always see wickets fall after a break. Batsmen need to focus or realign, restart after a break. See the two teams Ali seems very relaxed. Sajid giving some tips. Believe the message is to just do what they've been doing. While for the Bangladesh Tigers, a lot of work needs to be done. Believe it's around 50 runs required. 57 runs more required in 8 overs. So that should be an easy task. The way Ali and Mufaddil they've been going, found no difficulties in facing the Tigers bowlers. But now is the time for them to restart. A bowled really short in this innings. A lot of runs scored behind the square. They've either been too short or too full, I think. There you see Ali. Wasn't doing that before the break. Playing on the merit. No, never threw his bat. This is much better. Played the field again. Placed the ball in the gap where there were no fielders. Quick 2 runs. Some adjustments to his gear for Ali. Could be a chance in the offside. That's a brilliant catch. Great catch to bring the fielding team back in the game. We've always said wickets fall right after the break. which is exactly what happens. Needed to refocus after that break. Hit straight into the hands of the deep cover fielder. Giving some words of advice to Mufadil before he departs. But it's been a great knock by Ali, keeping his team in the game. Take a look at the replay. Was Fuller tried to go over covers, but found the fielder. Takes a good catch. Fielder in the deep cover region. But great innings by Ali. Gets a round of applause as he departs the field. Big round of applause as he departs. Getting high fives. Puneet is the new man in. Let's run out. Big celebration for the Bengali team. Run out, 2 wickets in 2 balls. Exactly what they needed. They ran for 2 runs. Puneet leaving the field without a ball faced. Would be really disappointed with this effort. We see the replay. There were 2 runs there. Maybe the non-striker was too slow to get off his strides, get into his strides. This was the opening that the Tigers needed. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Uh, there's a the chirping now. Making a lot of noise in the field now, the Tigers. Bringing 2 wickets through good fielding efforts. We've seen in the first innings also, Tigers were cruising along when brilliant fielding bought them 3 wickets in the space of an over. Big appeal, given not out. That seemed really close. Think it was out, but believe the impact was outside off. End of an interesting over. This evens out the game. 91 for 3 after 11 overs. Rahat will bowl the 12th over. Quick single. 51 more required in 7 overs. Need about 7 runs an over from now on. That over changed a lot of things for both the sides. This one hit over covers, goes past the boundary for 4 runs. Much needed boundary there. Fadil is still out there. One set batsman is crucial. Has to take it all the way through, Fadil. That was a really close encounter. Tried to drop and run. Bowler backing up. Would have been close if he got that direct hit. This game is turning out to be a close encounter. Fadil on 40. Set batsman. Just needs 7 runs and over. In the 12th over, 6 overs to go after this. Game is turning out to be a real close one. Eight runs off that over. 99 for 3 in 12. Need 44 runs in 6 overs. Right at about 7 runs per over. Shahan has bowled really well. Cut away straight to the fielder. Could be a chance. Bowler fails to collect that ball. Would have been a disaster at the non-striker's end if the bowler had collected the ball. It was a no run there, straight to the fielder at point. Non-striker got off, almost ran halfway. Striker sending him back. Was a suicidal run out if the bowler had collected the ball. This one's a nice shot in the offside. Take 2 runs. Takes the score past 100 for the USA Blues. Same direction, same kind of shot, same result. 2 more runs. Very mature batting by Mufaddil. Keeper misses. They run through for a bye. Nice call there by the non-striker. Realized the keeper missed the ball. Called for a run right away. Already 5 runs of the 4 balls in this over. This was a full toss straight to the fielder. Covers though. Big shout for an LBW. Not given. Really big shout there for an LBW, but turned down by the umpire. Could have been a very close call. Seemed to run his fingers. Was a slowish delivery. Seemed close, but might have gone slightly over the stumps. This one's turning out to be an exciting game. 5 runs of that last over. 5 more overs to go. They need 38 of the 5 overs, or 39 of the 5 overs. Almost 8 runs needed of every over. Fadil still on. He will be the crucial person to take them over. Left armer Imbro bowling on to his 4th over now. He's bowled really well the first 3 overs. Really strong in that cover region. Scored a lot of runs in that area. Gets two more. This is a chance over the fielder at point. One was a thick edge over the fielder at third man. Take one run. Crucial for Vijay to take the strike over. Towards mid wicket, the call is for two. Could be tight. Given out. Crucial wicket that. Fadil. Brilliant throw. Fielder at mid wicket running in. Straight onto the stumps. Is this the breakthrough that changes the game towards the Tigers? That hit towards mid wicket, called for two right away, but flat throw, really quick to the bowler. Brilliant fielding and good pickup also by the bowler and taking the wickets down. This is a crucial wicket, I would say. Really important wicket that. See the replay once again. I think it was a brilliant effort from the bowler also. He collected the ball in front of the stumps and then his momentum took the wickets out. Brilliant team effort and a brilliant piece of fielding. And that's has changed the game and turned the game towards the Tigers slightly. I would now think it's 65-35 towards the Tigers. There's two new batsmen at the crease. Never easy. This could be another tight two, but this was comfortable. End of another successful over. 5 runs, 6 runs scored off that over. Seems like there could be 1 run short. That doesn't help the batting team's cause. So it is signaled as 1 run short. So they only get 1 run of that final delivery. That will mean they're at 109 for 4 after 14. Another 4 overs to go. 33 more required in 4 overs. Tigers clawing their way back. Similar stories, both the innings. Bowled flat. This could be 2 runs. Easy two in the end. Yeah, similar stories in both the innings. The first innings also, they had a great start, um, lost a few wickets, and one big partnership. Two set batsmen, both were dismissed through brilliant fielding efforts. Then there was a batting collapse, but few runs in the end scored by Zakaria and the other batsman playing that paddle sweep got some runs. Brilliant catch that. This seems like more and more like the first innings. Four wickets now lost in the span of maybe 3 overs. Another brilliant fielding effort by Long Off. Brilliant catch running forward. So 1-1-1 for 5. Gulam, Captain Gulam picking up the wicket. So 32 runs more required in 22 deliveries. Very tight game. Day 2 here at Bloomer Park in Rochester Hills. Day 2 of Diversity Cup 2021. Bangladesh Tigers against USA Blues. Same direction. Falling in between the fielders at the covers and Long Off. One run off that. Creeping up to almost 9 runs per over. Now the required run rate. That's still only one boundary that's required of every over. The batting team still can keep their cool. I think they only need one boundary and over, and then they can pick those singles. Hit down the ground. Trying for 2 runs. Fumble, misfield there. Putting the pressure on the fielder. A good pickup and throw maybe would have resulted in another run out, but misfielding there allows for 2 runs. Aggressive running. That's one way to do it. Good running can throw off a fielding team. 6 runs already scored in this over with a ball to go. Quick running. Great running there. Get 2 more runs. They're running brilliantly. Not scoring a boundary, but still get 8 runs with their brilliant running between the wickets. That means they need to score 26 in the last 3 overs. 8.5 runs per over. Brilliant game, this one so far. Almost seems like we've been watching a replay of the first innings. Brilliant batting by the openers. One of the opener getting half century. then collapse, courtesy of brilliant fielding, both in the first and the second innings. Taking their time, both the teams, umpire signaling them to move on. So 23 runs needed in 3 overs. Exciting finish to this game. Get through for 1 run. That's brilliant running by the non-striker. Straight to the fielder at third man, but was already halfway through when the fielder got to the ball. It's a wonderful running between the wickets since a couple of overs. It could be 2 runs. No, sending him back. Good call that. Could have been a run out if they went through with that second run. That's only 3 runs so far in the first 3 deliveries. They've been running well though. That's beaten. Vijay is kind of struggling to make contact with the ball. Faced 13 deliveries, batting on 9 runs. One boundary will ease off the pressure. That was a full toss, struck firmly towards the mid wicket. It's only 4 runs of the 5 deliveries so far in this over. Hit down the ground. Has shown intent in his running, Mansab. They get 6 off that over. Score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after 16 overs. Needing 20 runs in 2 overs. Going down to the wire this game. Two more overs to go. 20 runs required. Those of you who don't know, there's a Bollywood event tonight, Sterling Heights, Club 54. You can either walk in and buy your tickets at the door or buy your tickets on Suleika.com. The big Bollywood event, DJ coming in from New York. Will be a fun night for those of you interested. But this game has been the most exciting one so far in this tournament. USA Blues needing 20 runs in 2 overs. Remember, it's an 18-over game, a shortened game. Bloomer Park hosting 3 games today, so they had to cut down the number of overs in order to finish 3 games on time. But this has been an exciting game, first game. 20 runs needed in the 2 overs. It's straight down the ground. Could be a 2. Ends out to be an easy 2 runs. Encouragement from the batting team from the dugout, telling their players that boundary is going to eventually come and keep at getting the 2s. 18 runs required in 11 deliveries. This has to be the big over. This is the crucial over, I believe. Only 1 run there. Couldn't get his timing. Inside edge onto his pads. Get 1 run. Fielders on the circle. 5 fielders outside the circle. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper cover. Apologize for some technical difficulties. Apologize. Had to go offline during the critical phase. Mansab getting bowled. Ryan coming in, scoring a boundary very first ball and picking 2 runs in the next ball. So that ends up being 1 over 11 runs required. Coming out to an exciting finish. Ryan playing a paddle, a scoop over fine leg to score that boundary. So that means it's 11 runs required in the last over with the Vijay facing. This is hit over covers. get 2 runs. 9 required now of 5 deliveries with Vijay facing. At missing the ball there, Zakaria. 2 runs, 2 byes taken. How crucial could that be? Seven runs required in the 4 deliveries. 2 byes there. Could be crucial. Twisting his ankle, seems like the batsman Vijay getting some attention. Cannot get a runner these days. Used to be a time where batsmen used to get runners. So 7 required of 4 deliveries. One boundary at this stage would finish off the game. That's bold. Seem to struggle, Vijay. Vijay departing. Seems to struggle throughout his innings, but got the Blues close to their target. We'll have to see how they can finish it off from here. So 7 more required of the 3 deliveries. Sajid is the new batsman in, capable of hitting that big one. One big 6 here will seal the game. But Masood into his second over, bowling the crucial 20th over or the 18th over in this instance, with only 11 runs to defend. Will we see a tie? It is in the air. Will land safely. Try to sweep that. Fell in no man's land. We get 2 more runs. So that leaves 5 runs in 2 deliveries. Standing way outside off stump, Sajid, for this one. Probably on 3 stumps outside off stump. Probably will try to sweep that and hit over leg side. He missed that. Run through for a leg by. They get one run there, so that means they would need 4 runs off the last delivery. And who else but the skipper, Ryan, to face? Can he be the hero and win them this game? All in his hands now. We take a look at the field. So deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a sweeper on the offside. He's good with his sweeps. Already scored a boundary in the fine leg region. There's no one at the fine leg region on the leg side. Is there where he's gonna go? We'll have to see. But definitely an exciting game, this first game. Ryan facing Masood. 4 runs to win in the last ball. Taking his time, the bowler. Making sure the field is set. There's 2 fine legs now. Placing 2 fine legs. There's no one on the boundary though. Misses it. Tried for a reverse sweep. Misses everything. Sajid telling him he maybe had to go with the sweep shot. But Bangladesh Tigers winning by 3 runs. Look disappointed, Ryan. But on the other end, made an excellent comeback. They were out of the game at the 10-11 over mark when Ali was going great guns, making a great comeback. Has been a great game. We've witnessed a wonderful game. First game on the second day at Bloomer Park. The Tigers winning by 3 runs, the fairest of margins. Thanks for tuning in. We will continue our broadcast in the second game. Stay tuned.